Hi, welcome back to One Sober to Another. I'm Wayne, and I'm an alcoholic of 23 years who has been sober for 6. Now, I'm not a doctor, counselor, social worker, or a healthcare physician of any kind. So everything here on One Sober to Another is my experience and experiences I've learned through my journey. As you can tell by my sweater, it's winter and Christmas is coming up in just a few days. Some of you may find yourself experiencing a little bit of depression, more so than you normally did, in either your drinking history or your addiction history. You might be experiencing what is known as seasonal affective disorder. Might be experiencing are much like general depression and major depression, so you might not know the difference. Now, what are some of the symptoms of seasonal affective disorder that you might be able to recognize? Here's a list here, and they may look familiar to you, but I'm going to just talk about a couple of them because they relate directly to alcoholism and depression as well as addiction. Have you found yourself sleeping too much? Do you feel like you just really don't want to get out of bed and snooze is probably a normal thing in your life? Because if you're suffering from SAD, this really is one of the biggest factors that can tell you if you are experiencing seasonal depression. Staying in bed too long till like 11:30 a.m., 12, 1300, depending on where you are in your world, it could be 1 o'clock p.m. Outside of alcoholism and active addiction, we normally don't sleep this much. A general 6 to 8 hours of sleep a night is more than adequate. If you find yourself sleeping just a little bit more, perhaps this is an indicator that you may be suffering from SAD. Clever what they did there, right, with the whole SAD thing. Another indicator that you might be experiencing this, you might be a little more angry than you usually are. You might find yourself irritable at the small things that are going on in your home or going on in your house or wherever you call home. Little kids dropping things all over the house might set you off just a little bit. The dishes aren't done, you might go bananas and not know what to do with yourself. Husband or wife or boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever not listening the way you think they should, and that might just put you through the roof. These are some of the symptoms that you could be experiencing as well. And I have a little list, so don't get bogged down if I'm reading a piece of paper because I don't want to get it wrong. Do you have a little bit of energy and not as much as you normally had? Do you find yourself skipping workouts? Do you not want to go outside? Do you not want to be around other people? Because a lack of socialism and wanting to be around other folks is a great indicator of experiencing SAD. See what I did there? So these are some of the things that you can look out. And if you do feel like you don't normally feel this way except for this time of year, you may want to consult a doctor and see if perhaps you are experiencing seasonal affective disorder. Because again, with us as alcoholics and addicts, there's a solution that we used to have that we don't want to go back to. It could be a railroad for us. For me, when I was in active alcoholism, I found myself, if I started to get depressed or if I started to experience anxiety or if I had a panic attack, I would directly go to that bottle and I would directly get drunk so that I didn't have to feel that way and I could feel a little more comfortable in my own skin. But if you're experiencing SAD, it doesn't really matter what you do in order to try to mask that. You're still going to experience the depression, and it may bring you down to that point where you could experience a relapse. And that's what we're trying to prevent with today's video, is just give you a little insight to what seasonal affective disorder really is. If you suffer from major depression, this may be a lot harder to determine if you are experiencing SAD or if you are experiencing the general depression that you do have. Chances are you already take medications for this, and doctors do have certain medications for treating seasonal affective disorder as well, such as vitamin D, melatonin, and some other things that can help you to boost your energy levels that would normally happen when the sun was out. If you think about it, during long periods of cloudiness and long periods of rain or snow and things of that nature, where the sun is not shining all the time, It may affect you on a physical level to where you don't want to function and to where you just don't want to get out of bed. And that's exactly where seasonal affective disorder comes from, and that's exactly why they coined it SAD. If you've gotten anything out of this little video regarding seasonal affective disorder, please drop your comments below. And if you do feel that you are experiencing SAD, please call a doctor and perhaps they can help you get to where you want to be. There's a lot more content coming up on the channel, and I just want to give a quick shout out to Mom in Recovery, Veterans with Anxiety, Seth has been there, Addiction 365, Jonathan, and many, many others. David Theus, all of you guys, Josh G, Tim, you have a wonderful day, and I hope that your holidays are filled with joy. If you need anything that I can help with, please don't hesitate to hit me up. All my handles are listed below. Feel free to shoot me an email at onesobertoanother@gmail.com, and I will, in fact, I will get a hold of you and, see what I can do to help you feel a little bit better for the day. Life is a garden, folks. Dig it, and guess what? I'm going to see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye-bye.